Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. We're on Fishy Bay and we've got Buddypal from Fadin clan. He's in the SU 130 PM. Got a tier 7, tier 8 battle, so he's top tier. So with premium tank destroyer tier 8. To the side from the tank destroyers, which is pretty standard. That chat 12T is going to try and light up whoever's coming down, going into that row of bushes. It's a pretty dangerous spot, but as long as you stay passive, you should be okay. But this tier, of course, we've got CVS, so yeah, he may have been spotted, but didn't take any damage. Oh, no, yes he has, so yeah, clearly spotted when he got into the bushes. So enemy light tanks, there is a Senlac and a Hawk 30 on the other side. And there's the enemy SU 130 PM. And a WZ131. So get rid of that. That's a pretty handy get there. So first kill there to Buddypal. It's a blind shot into where he thinks the enemy Senlac or Hawk 30 might be. Possibly the that chat was spotted by the WZ. Oh, he's at 58 out in the open and punishes him with a nice 566. So targets plenty at the moment. It's typical for this map that the enemy in the middle to present targets at some point. Oh, there's the Hawk 30, or just when you're loading. So he pops up but drifts back then below cover. And just gets a nice shot through the, looks like the top of the turret there on the P43, and again, uses the opportunity to punish the Hawk 30. So one of the things with the high caliber guns, just the longer loading time, and that's related to the damage being related to the shell heaviness. Alright, so he's got his first 1,000 hit points of damage. And all this enemy SU 130 PM, this time he manages to connect. So the spotter's doing a decent job there. Well, the bat chat has returned to the garage. Alright, so the team doing reasonably well at this point. I was just going to say they were 3-1 up, 4-1 up, now that's coming back to sort of more equilibrium. So Buddypal continuing to put shots in. CS44 making a bit of a bold play there and getting punished for it, getting out in the open. Takes 2 substantial hits, but he just misses out on getting a kill there on the SU 130 PM. Yeah, there are actually 3 on the enemy side, so a bit hard to tell which one that is. And the Super Hellcat doing a bit of work in the middle there. Can't always tell with the Super Hellcats who's a good player or not. We're not running XVM, so I'll just leave that to the end results. Alright, the Hawk coming across to do some spotting on this flank. Looks like he's lost some hit points as a result. So again, CVS probably coming to play here, and most likely it's going to be a Senlac. Well, he's the only light tank left on the enemy side, so undoubtedly the Senlac is operating up there. So probably the best the Hawk can do is just pop up and back down again briefly, assuming he's running CVS as well. CVS of course works a little better when the target is moving. Stationary target's a little bit harder to light up. And Buddypal continuing to put shots in using his standard rounds. Trying to keep his heat rounds for when they're needed. Alright, sort of 5.5 minutes in. The team's still got a slight lead here, so not bad, but okay, there's a Senlake. Oh, armour not hit, that's not what you want to get. But the Senlake out in the open, so could get an opportunity to get another shot in. He is being bowled here. And unfortunately that shot misses. And it looks like the enemy pushing on this side. And the Senlake trying to get to an aggressive position and light up targets for his own TDs. Buddypal getting access to the Super Hellcat and unfortunately not landing that shot. And now the Senlake comes up. He's probably going to try and get under where Buddypal is. But he doesn't get the opportunity because Buddy then takes him out. So only 2k of damage, but he's got 2 kills and importantly he's got both of the enemy light tanks. CS-44 now come out in front. And he gets some spotting damage from that. Now he's running optics rather than the binoculars, so that's giving him constant vision. Doesn't matter how he moves around. Got improved accuracy as well, just to help the long range, and the gun on the SU-130 PM. Guess what caliber that is? Does have fairly large reticle, so anything to improve the accuracy is good. Alright, so he's out of his standard rounds now. He's forced to use his premium rounds. So sort of given up on the blind shots in that corner there, but noticing that they've basically lost the city. He's coming down here to take up a bit of a defensive position. And in fact, in terms of the game balance, they are now behind. So same number of tanks in the field, but lost a significant number of hit points, and there goes their VK. So now they are really starting to fall behind. Super Hellcat retreating. So they're all pretty much coming back to the baseline here. Super Hellcat could be in trouble. Seems to have escaped so far. He's got the Canadian Jägerpanzer to his left. That will give him a bit of a heads up if the enemy are pushing through the city. Now if you look at the enemy lineup and Buddypal's lineup, they are pretty much identical apart from the number of tanks, but they are all TDs with one SPG. So here comes SU-130 PM on this flank. They do lose the Canadian Jägerpanzer. There could be 2 guns in that, but he manages to punish the SU-130 PM, makes him a one shot. He's going to have to peek forward through the bushes to get vision and then pull back to shoot. That's the tactic you need to use, and there's a second SU-130 PM. So that's where all the hit points are, and he then puts a shot into him. Need another shot and a decent roll to get rid of that one. So 2 shots needed at least to continue to protect this flank. That brings up his 3k of damage though. So he's just going to have to take the risk to push forward till the bushes are clear, and then spot, and then pull back when he wants to shoot. Now notice on the mini-map the Super Hellcat is on their side is pushed right up. But they can't really do a lot about it from this position. Yes, back in the middle. has come down. Yes, so they're all pushing forward, and he's taking it and gets some spotting damage and also gets the kill. So 3 kills now to Buddypal. Here comes SU 130 PM, so he's got to retreat till the bush goes opaque, and then he gets the shot and the kill. So 4 kills now, and remember there's still one more SU 130 PM down that side, just on 120 something hit points. So here he comes, 103 actually, so he'll be a kill. Yes, 5 kills now to Buddypal. So he's getting close to a Top Gun. There's the Super Hellcat. There was the Super Hellcat. So now there's still an SU 130 PM and the Artie. Now that may be the damaged SU 130 PM that he left. In fact, there he is on the other flank. He's only got 100 and something hit points. And he might just get the back of him. Yep, just allowed the aim to go in, and he gets his 6th kill. So that is the Top Gun confirmed, and he's got a single shell left, and there's 1 target left. So rushing to try and get the kill. He's got the Super Hellcat with him. And Buddy asks, can he get the kill? Certainly, if he can get the shot in, and the Super Hellcat acknowledges that. So great sportsmanship there from the Super Hellcat. But, if he can get that kill, that guarantees him the Fadin's medal. And this is a true Fadin's medal. We've seen a few examples on the internets recently of people just firing their shots into the dirt to then use their last shot for the kill, typically with an AFK tank. This is a genuine one. Oh, in fact, there he's got Super Hellcats lit him up. That's good. And Buddy will get the kill, which he does. That is the end of the game. 7 kills and a Fadin's medal. Good result. Let's go and have a look at the details. Okay, some nice results here. Yes, the Fadin's medal. Don't get that very often. I think I've got 1 on my account. High caliber award for the most damage, and the Top Gun for the 6 kills, and the Ace Tanker Mastery badge. Let's have a look at the team score. Alright, it's finished well on top in damage. That's a real carry there by Buddypal, and some good decision making there close to the end when they were under a lot of pressure. 4.7k of damage and 1460 base experience. Great result there. Let's have a look at how that's made up. So 30 shots fired, quite a lot of blind shots there, so his accuracy percentage will be down, but he was trying to get damage, which he ended up getting a good chunk of, but only 13 hits out of that 30, but certainly trying to keep the enemy's heads down as another one. You can see most of the damage done at more than 300 metres, not surprisingly, and 720 assisted damage there, so it's just over 5.4k of combined damage. 9 enemy tanks damaged, 7 kills as we saw, and that is Buddy's statistics for the game. Hawk 12 coming in with the next best EXP, getting 910, so not a bad result there. And on the enemy side, the Renegade, which we assume was going through the city and doing a fair bit of damage. One of the SU 130s doing 3.4k as well, so they're the 2 standouts on that side. Alright, premium tank, so let's see how it did. Personal reserves running, which helped. He did go through all of his ammunition, both normal and premium, so that did cost a bit and some consumables, but he made a very nice profit, assisted by the personal reserves, but would have come out on top anyway. 94k of credit in profit. So great result there from Buddypal. Thanks very much for sharing the content. If you're watching this and you've got some ideas about how to play this map with that sort of vehicle, please give the video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, that's an option for you. We'll have more great content to follow. Thanks very much for watching.